Surely you still remember the famous names in the movie Ben-Hur, a Hollywood masterpiece. But few people know that the fate of 21 actors in this movie is associated with sudden and tragic deaths. From terrible accidents to serious illnesses. Their deaths are not only heartbreaking but also full of mysteries that make viewers shudder. Some people passed away in seemingly absurd circumstances, making their stories become secrets that still linger, challenging to explain. Let's explore the stories behind the deaths of these stars, where each fate contains a deep sadness that few people know about. Martha Scott is an American actress, best known for her role as Miriam in the film Ben-Hur, 1959. Born in 1912 in Jamesport, Missouri, Scott began her acting career in the 1930s and quickly made a name for herself in Hollywood with her talent and graceful beauty. She was one of Hollywood's brightest stars during the classic film era. Martha Scott has had a varied and successful acting career, not only in films but also in plays and television shows. She is someone who can easily move from touching, poignant roles to strong, determined characters. Her role as Miriam in Ben-Hur is one of the highlights of her career, as she portrays a resilient and self-sacrificing mother who accompanies the main character Judah Ben-Hur on his journey of suffering and revenge. Before her death, Martha Scott's health had declined significantly. She suffered from old age diseases and had limited mobility. In addition to her health problems, she also experienced a deep sadness when she lost her beloved husband. The fog of loneliness began to cover her life. She had always been a private person and did not want outsiders to know too much about her personal life. However, in her later years, loneliness and isolation from the outside world caused her to struggle with thoughts and sadness that were not easy to dispel. She also had to face the gradual loss of awareness of the people around her, which made Martha Scott's final days challenging. She passed away on May 28, 2003 at the age of 90. Her final years were a silent battle with illness and loneliness, ending in a quiet and peaceful death. Jack Hawkins, 1910 to 1973, was one of the most prominent British film actors, known for his roles in epic and war films. Born in London, he began his career in the 1930s and quickly established himself as a talented actor. His role as Quintus Arius in Ben-Hur, 1959, was a major milestone in his career, as Hawkins played a Roman general who adopted Judah Ben-Hur and became his mentor and second father. This role contributed greatly to the film's success. However, in the late 1960s, Hawkins contracted laryngeal cancer, which severely impaired his health. The disease not only left him unable to speak, but also required him to undergo several painful surgeries. Although he tried to continue his career, the disease limited his ability to work and communicate. Jack Hawkins died on July 18, 1973, at the age of 62, after a long battle with illness. His passing was a great loss to cinema and his fans. Stephen Boyd, 1931 to 1977, was a prominent Irish actor, best known for his role as Messala in Ben-Hur, 1959. Born in Belfast, Boyd began his acting career in the early 1950s and quickly became a Hollywood star, known for his strong villainous roles, especially those hungry for power. In Ben-Hur, Boyd played Messala, the Roman officer who betrays his close friend Judah Ben-Hur, contributing to one of the classic antagonistic relationships in cinema. However, after his success in the 1950s and 1960s, Boyd struggled to maintain his career. In June 1977, he died suddenly at the age of 45 from a heart attack. Unhealthy lifestyle habits, such as smoking and drinking, may have contributed to Boyd's poor health. His death is a great loss to cinema, as he still had much untapped potential. Boyd not only struggled with illness but also faced challenges in his career before his untimely passing. Kathy O'Donnell, 1923 to 1970, was an American actress, best known for her role as Tirzah in the epic film Ben-Hur, 1959. Born in Sylacauga, Alabama, O'Donnell began her acting career in the late 1940s, becoming known for her elegant beauty and moving performances. In Ben-Hur, she played Tirzah, the younger sister of Judah Ben-Hur, Charlton Heston, and portrayed deep family affection in emotional scenes. Although O'Donnell's career was short-lived, she left her mark with many memorable roles. However, towards the end of her life, she battled cancer. O'Donnell's career and life were severely affected by the disease, and she died at the age of 46 in 1970. Her sudden death was a great loss to the film industry, as she still had potential and many roles left unfilled. Finlay Currie, 1878 to 1968, was a Scottish actor, best known for his career spanning more than 6 decades on stage and screen. Born in Edinburgh, Curry began his stage career in the late 19th century and became a respected actor in Britain. He made his breakthrough in film in the 1930s and subsequently took on a wide range of roles, often playing powerful, thoughtful and venerable characters. In the epic Ben-Hur, 1959, Curry played Balthasar, one of the three wise men who met Jesus as a child. Balthasar plays a pivotal role in the film as one of the guides and spiritual advisors to Judah Ben-Hur, Charlton Heston. In a warm and profound performance, Curry brings to life a memorable image of a man of experience, wisdom and faith in his divine mission. Finlay Curry, 1878–1968, died on May 9, 1968 at the age of 90 in Buckinghamshire, England, from age-related causes and health complications. In his later years, Curry faced physical decline and the limitations of old age. His failing health forced him to withdraw from the stage and screen where he had spent his entire career, although he was known as an actor of inner strength. In his final days, Curry faced loneliness and a sense of loss at no longer being able to devote himself to his art. Curry's passing closed an important chapter in the entertainment industry, but the hardships he endured in his final years are a reminder of the cruelty of old age, even for the greatest of talents. However, his optimism and dedication to the end of his life continue to inspire generations of artists to come. Hugh Griffith was a Welsh actor, best known for his role as Sheik Ilderim in Ben-Hur, 1959, for which he won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. Born in 1912 in Wales, Griffith began his acting career in the late 1930s and had a long career that included dozens of film and television roles. His career was not only associated with roles in epic films but also made major contributions to the war and drama genres, bringing a distinctive look to Hollywood cinema of that period. Before his death, Griffith suffered from years of physical and mental suffering. Despite being a major star, his career was not without its shocks and personal tragedies. On the health front, Griffith suffered from severe diabetes, which led to serious complications, including loss of mobility. These health problems diminished his quality of life, leaving him increasingly lonely and in pain. In addition, difficulties in his personal life, including unhappy marriages and troubled family relationships, led him into a long period of depression. Griffith's final years were associated with a painful loneliness. Despite winning the prestigious Oscar, the glory of his career could not save the dark areas in his life. Hugh Griffith passed away in 1980 at the age of 67. Leaving a deep sadness in the hearts of his fans. Hugh Griffith's death was not only the end of an artistic life but also the end of a series of extreme sufferings that he had to endure in his final years. Charlton Heston, born in 1923 in Evanston, Illinois, is a Hollywood superstar, best known for his role as Judah Ben-Hur in Ben-Hur, 1959, which won him an Oscar for Best Actor. Beginning his career in the 1940s, Heston quickly became an icon of American cinema with his ability to portray powerful roles, especially in Ben-Hur, a role that reflected a life full of suffering, the desire for freedom and revenge. However, in 2002, Heston publicly announced his diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease, as he found it difficult to remember names and events. The disease not only caused him to lose his cognitive abilities but also caused difficulties in his personal relationships. Despite his resilience, Heston could not resist the onslaught of the disease and had to live in the care of his family. He passed away on April 5, 2008, at the age of 84, leaving behind endless sorrow for fans and Hollywood cinema. His death marked the end of a legend, bringing a great loss to this industry. Haya Hararit, born 1931, is an Israeli actress, best known for her role as Esther in Ben-Hur, 1959, one of the greatest films in cinema history. Born in Haifa, Israel, she began her career in her homeland before moving to England and Hollywood. In Ben-Hur, Hararit played Esther, the love interest of Judah Ben-Hur, creating one of cinema's most memorable romances. Despite her prominence in this role, Hararit gradually withdrew from the entertainment industry in the 1960s and lived a private life, mostly in Israel. She rarely attended public events, and information about her personal life and death was kept secret. Her retirement from acting may have been a sign of personal difficulties or failing health. However, information about her death has not been widely publicized, leaving Hararit's life after the spotlight a mystery. Hararit passed away on February 3, 2021, at the age of 89 from natural causes, leaving behind a legacy that not only celebrates her talent. Sam Jaffe, 1891–1984, was an American actor with a decades-long career, known for his poignant roles in stage and film. Born in New York to a Russian Jewish family, He developed an early interest in the arts and began his career on stage. Moving into film in the 1930s, Jaffe often took on wise, psychologically charged roles. In Ben-Hur, 1959, he played Simonides, the loyal butler of Judah Ben-Hur's family who helps rebuild Judah's life after major events. Jaffe's portrayal of devotion and loyalty contributed to his strong and emotional bond with Judah. Jaffe died on March 24, 1984, at the age of 93, of cancer. In his final years, he faced prolonged pain and physical decline. Although admired in the entertainment industry, cancer gradually made him lose his ability to participate in art. His declining health forced him to leave the stage and face loneliness. However, he never stopped being optimistic, resiliently overcoming challenges. His departure left a mark of regret, and not only because of his talent but also because of his courage to overcome adversity. Frank Thring, 1926–1994, was an Australian actor known for his dramatic roles in historical and epic films. Born in Melbourne, he was the son of filmmaker Frank Thring Sr., one of the pioneers of the Australian film industry. Frank Thring pursued an early acting career and built a career on stage, before moving to the big screen. With a powerful acting style, often playing characters of authority, Thring left a strong impression with his deep voice, charismatic demeanor and sharp facial expressions. One of his most notable roles was that of Pontius Pilate in the epic film Ben-Hur, 1959. Thring portrayed the character with coldness, power and inner conflict, as he faced important political and moral decisions regarding the fate of Judah Ben-Hur, Charlton Heston, and Jesus. Thring's performance as Pilate helped highlight the contrast between power and justice in the film, creating a powerful and memorable character image for the audience. Frank Thring, 1926–1994, died on December 29, 1994, at the age of 68 in Melbourne, Australia, from complications related to cancer. In his later years, Thring faced declining health, especially when the cancer attacked, causing him much pain and prolonged fatigue. As an artist who was attached to the stage and screen, his health gradually declined, making it impossible for him to continue pursuing his passion for acting as before. Thring had once led a vibrant lifestyle, but his physical suffering in the final stages of his life forced him to face loneliness and ponder the meaning of his life and his dedication. Despite enduring harsh challenges, Thring maintained the demeanor and optimistic spirit of a great actor until his death, leaving an indelible mark on the hearts of fans and colleagues. The stories of the lives and deaths of the actors in the film Ben-Hur are a testament to the power of talent and dedication to art. Through their brilliant moments on screen and the challenges they experienced at the end of their lives, each person left an indelible mark, whether in the glory of success or in the pain of their final days. They lived, dedicated, and made each frame come alive and real. Thank you for accompanying and sharing these emotions with us. Please continue to watch other videos to discover more about the lives and legacies of these talented artists. They not only left behind classic roles but also inspired in us a passion and love for art. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to discover more interesting stories together.